The impact of Hurricane Fiona south of Puerto Rico. This video contains images from before the hurricane and then in the area of Guayama in southern Puerto Rico. Here we headed to the coast of Guayama, a place called Las Mareas, or the ruins of a school. In this place, I almost always visit before a hurricane or storm for the reason of the swell is where I can better appreciate it and more when it becomes aggressive by the storm surge. If you look at the time of my arrival to the place, the tide was somewhat calm. Later in the video you will see how it changes as Hurricane Fiona approaches the south of Puerto Rico. We moved to the area of Pozuelo in Guayama to see how this area will be before and then visit it after the atmospheric event. Pozuelo is an area that will be very affected by the storm surge and its position in Guayama.
De Puerto Rico, ¿no? Y generar nuestra propia energía, pero bueno, se ha tenido que hacer para poder mantener el servicio y no afectar a nuestros clientes. Una pregunta, cuando un evento catastrófico, tú sabes que
Here we are in Jobos Bay, a place where boats are brought to pass hurricanes and storms because it is a safe place from storm surges. For Hurricane Maria, unfortunately, the lack of experience and confidence caused one of these boats to break loose and in doing so affected the others, ending up in other boats sinking. The one that broke loose was a total loss and sank.
Sino que con un mensajito de texto a lo que pasa la crisis o los momentos difíciles resolvemos. ¿Están bien? ¿Todo bien? Sí, ya con eso tú puedes aguantar la llamada.
Esa tranquilidad que uno está buscando.
Sí.
Cuando uno quiere saber del vecino.
El Centro Nacional de Huracanes emitió un aviso de huracán para Puerto Rico, incluyendo 10 y 5
Ease system was activated at 11 a.m. on Saturday, September 17th, because it was already imminent that Tropical Storm Fiona would hit Puerto Rico at that time, after which the government activated the protocols to wait for the storm the following day. At the time the Ease was activated I was on my way to Ponce to make several videos, and this sound is impressive because it is not common to hear it. The sound of the radio was people already warning what was happening, and weather shelters and safe places were prepared for the rain and wind event approaching the island. A tugboat in the tides area waiting to pass the storm because it could not leave port early. Thomas Stan, as the tugboat is called, passed the Fiona event in the tides along with the barge it was carrying. The benefit to them is that this area is safe for this type of event, and in my opinion, it was the best decision to stay in the safe harbor. Here we are again in the ruins of Las Mareas in Guayama. As you can see, the sea is already moving as Storm Fiona was approaching the south coast of the island, and at this moment it was quite close to Santa Cruz and was moving west-northwest at 8 miles per hour. It was originally supposed to arrive on September 17th, but it did not because it slowed down its speed. At this time the tides were already receiving aggressive waves, and a stronger than normal breeze was felt in the area. The first rain bands were already arriving to the south from the town of Patillas to Guayanilla, and the bands were already affecting the south and approaching what is called the Hurricane Iwal or Storm Fiona at this time. As you can see in the map, I am in the blue point of Puerto Rico, and already at that moment the eye or the center was very close to Guayama to the east. Here, as you can see, Hurricane Fiona entered with all its fury. At this moment Guayama was in the eye wall, or the center of the tropical system. At this time of the video, the winds were attacking and the rain began to increase in quantity. What was predicted was 8 to 10 inches of rain, but it was not so. It was 15 to 20 inches of rain in many towns of Puerto Rico. In the case of Guayama, we received 26 inches of rain. Already at 11:30 a.m. there was no light in this area too. By this time the rain was too intense and I assumed looking towards the mountains that the Guamani River of Guayama had gone out of its course because the rain was too intense in the area and it was hitting the wall of my home and through the windows, it was entering there. I already knew with previous experiences like the Hortense hurricane in 1996 that unfortunately caused deaths due to the water that this river caused at that time. Later we will see how everything was after Fiona, a storm or hurricane that we defied and mocked thinking that it would not be so strong, and taught us that nothing of nature can be defied. The bridge on Lawport Avenue in Guayama was once again destroyed by the heavy rains of Hurricane Fiona, which became a hurricane entering southern Puerto Rico. This bridge in Guayama was destroyed by Hortensia in 1996, George in 1998, and Maria in 2017. It is unfortunate that once again it was destroyed, but this time it was much more affected than on other occasions. This is the entrance to the community of La Puente in Jobos, Guayama. This is how flooded it was when I arrived. On other occasions it happened, but not like this one. The water was too intense. It was shocking for me to see everything like this because I had never seen it this way before. On the coast I tried to return to see what had happened after the event. I could not get there because the road was affected and the floods did not let me get to the place. In fact, you will see in the video how people defied the floods, but I did not risk doing this. You have to be very careful after a flood because we do not know how deep they are, but where I could get if I saw that the river carried a lot of garbage to the sea, which was then returned to the coast. Sadly, our beaches were very dirty where many sea turtles come to nest.
En cuanto, como te estaba hablando de abrir brecha, pues sí, esto ya es una labor que la estamos trabajando.
Una vez siempre ha sido completamente otra vez afectada y cubierta por el río La Plata, que cada vez que se abren las compuertas de La Plata, termina inundando lo que es el casco urbano y gran parte. Y Palma, que en un momento dado pues fue ground zero en términos de hipotecas ejecutadas, sabemos que...
Hurricane Fiona taught us that no matter how many experiences we have had with past hurricanes, people mock and trust that these phenomena will go astray and nothing will be affected here. It is sad that we still think that we are stronger than nature when it is not so. This is the first part of this video. In the next one we will see the 8 and more of what Hurricane Fiona destroyed in its path. And remember, never but never challenge bodies of water or tropical systems. No matter how prepared we are, they always surprise us and be Category 105. We always suffer either because of economic needs, plantations or life itself.